So today's video is a makeup tutorial on the look I am wearing right now. It's a very fun, glittery blue eye. I think it's perfect for New Year's Eve. I actually wore this look in Las Vegas. One night when we went out, I wore this exact look. And I remember thinking, oh my gosh, this would be perfect for New Year's Eve. And I always film a New Year's Eve makeup tutorial since I started my channel, so I thought I would recreate the look I did for you guys. I think 2 years ago I posted a blue New Year's Eve makeup tutorial, but it wasn't like this. It didn't have any glitter. I'm obsessed with the way that the blue glitter looks. I think it looks so cool, so fun for New Year's Eve. I am using pretty pricey eyeshadows, which I'm so sorry. It's just I really wanted to recreate the look I wore in Vegas. But you could use any deep blue you have at home. I'm using one from this Natasha Denona palette, which this palette is super pricey, and I just used this blue color. Use whatever blue you have in your collection, and I also used the Viseart palette, which is very pricey as well, but it's so good. I'm obsessed with this palette. I think it's amazing. The Sonia Kashuk Ion Neutral Matte palette is very similar. You could use that instead of this if you have that palette. Just use eyeshadows you have at home that are similar. And I struggled so much. Like, oh my gosh, you could tell here my eyes are so red. I'm pretty sure my NYX Très Jolie eyeliners are expired. They're like done, because as soon as I put on my black eyeliner on my tight line, I got like crazy irritation. My eyes are burning right now. They are on fire. I had to use a different black eyeliner for my waterline, and then when I used it on this eye, it just like would not stick to my waterline. My eyes are so runny right now and so red. So it was a little bit of a struggle. But I really love this look. I love how it turned out, and I think it's awesome for New Year's. So if you want to see how to create this look, then just keep watching. Okay, so I've already primed my eyelids, and now I'm jumping into the Milani Shadow Eyes little chubby crayon thing in the shade Black Ink, and I'm applying this to my entire lid, and then I'm blending it up with a brush. I want to create a nice black base to apply my shadow on top, and excuse my voice, it still has not come back yet. It's like, I don't know what's happening here. I don't know. Okay, so I'm jumping into the Natasha Denona palette, and I'm only using this blue eyeshadow. It's like a really intense, shimmery blue shade, really pretty, but use any blue you have, and I am just applying that to my entire lid, and then I'm taking a crease brush and just blending out the edges. I'm not applying any eyeshadow to that brush. I was just blending out the edges, and then I went into the Viseart palette, and I took that light cream shade to blend into my crease. Going back into the eyeshadow palette, I'm taking this shade right here, and I'm taking another crease brush, and I'm just focusing this in the crease. This look looks a little sloppy before it looks good. It's just a lot of blending. So I'm taking another shade. This one is more red toned, and I'm doing the exact same thing, just blending this into my crease, making sure that the blue is nice and blended and that there are no harsh lines. So that's exactly what I'm doing, back and forth, blending. So because of all the blending, you will lose some blue eyeshadow on your lid, so I'm just reapplying that blue, making sure it stays nice and deep and blue. And I'm going back into this red tone shade, and I'm doing the exact same thing, just really blending out the harsh edges. Now I'm going into a deeper brown color, and I'm taking a much smaller crease brush, and I'm just focusing this chocolate shade right in the crease. I'm not doing too much blending. I just want to mesh all the colors together. And then I'm highlighting underneath my brow bone with that white shade, and then I'm cleaning up the look. I created kind of like a cat eye with the makeup remover to create that like sharp edge you see there. And then I went in with the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Liner in the shade Spandex, and I'm applying this to my entire lid. It's going to make it look nice and glittery. It looks wet at first, but once it dries, it looks really cool and glittery. I love it. Then I take my Inglot Gel Liner in the shade number 77. It's a matte black, and I'm using a tiny little angled brush to create a nice wing. And then I tight line with my NYX Très Jolie Gel Black Liner in Pitch Black. Although I think mine is a little old, not gonna lie, because it totally irritated my eyes. Popped on some Daisy Falsies by the brand Kiss, and then I moved on to my face. This is the NYX Angel Veil Primer. I'm just applying this to my entire face, and I went in with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation. I'm in the shade 120, and I'm just applying this to my entire face with my Beauty Blender. My nose is stuffy as well. Like, I cannot possibly get sick again. I was just sick. My gosh, what's wrong with my immune system? I don't know. But yeah, I'm just blending that in. And then for concealer, surprise, surprise, I can't stop using this. I'm sorry. This is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. And usually I mix those two shades, but I decided I wanted a more highlighted look underneath my eyes. So I'm just using the shade Fair. I'm applying that underneath my eyes to conceal my dark circles, but also to bring light to the center of my face. So I'm blending that in with my Beauty Blender, and then I'm going to apply some more in the center of my face, on my nose, on my forehead, on my chin, just so everything evens out and everything matches. To set my concealer, I'm going to take my RCMA No Color Powder, and I'm just going to apply this to all the places I applied the concealer. And then to contour, this is another product I can't stop using. I'm so sorry. This is the Kevyn Sculpting Powder in the shade Light. I'm sorry, my eyes were irritating me so bad. That's why you see me like blinking like crazy in this video. My eyes were on fire. I'm obsessed with this contour powder. I can't stop using it. I'm sorry. This is the Jouer matte bronzer in the shade Suntan. It's a really, really beautiful bronzer. I'm applying this pretty much everywhere just to bring warmth back into my skin. And then because it's a New Year's Eve look, I want my contour to look a little bit more defined. So I just applied some of that powder right underneath my contour and then cleaned it up a little bit. I didn't bake or anything, but you know, I just cleaned it up a bit. For blush, I went in with the Wet n Wild Color Icon blush in the shade Rose Champagne. And then to highlight the tops of my cheekbones, I'm taking the J-Cat Triple Crown Shadow in Creme Brûlée. I'm going to take the Tarteist eyeliner for my waterline since my NYX one wasn't doing too hot. So I just applied this to my waterline, and then I took the dark brown shade in the Viseart palette, and I'm using a very tiny pencil brush to smudge this dark brown eyeshadow on my lower lash line. And then I took a little bit of the black and smudged it right on top. To highlight my inner corners, I'm taking the same highlight I used on my face. And then I'm going to go in with my Benefit Rollerlash and apply that to my bottom lashes. And then the eyes are completely done. Really cool, really glittery. And then to finish off the look, I'm taking the Nars Velvet Lip Glide in the shade Stripped. And then that completes this look. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!